So welcome back to the channel everyone, Triple M here. Today I got another Roku video for you. In this video we're going to cover the top 3 must-have tricks for your Roku for 2024. Now these 3 tips are going to be focused on privacy, convenience, and performance. So all 3 bases are going to be covered. This is going to work on all Roku devices. Very easy to do, and trust me, watch the last step guys. This is going to be the best way to get your Roku device up and running fast as it was when he first got it out the box. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. So we're going to jump right into it. And the first point that we mentioned is going to be privacy and advertising. Now, one of the things I get concerned about is how much information is being shared, as well as what are they tracking when it comes to these streaming devices. And we already know that the Fire TV stick has some settings that you have to go into and reset. Video Shield and Android TV, Google TV has the same thing, but Roku also does its fair share of snooping. So I'm going to show you how to disable some of these settings just to make sure you're in a better position. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get into our privacy and advertising and disable some of these preferences that's collecting your data. So first we're going to go all the way down to our settings. Going to go over. We're going to scroll down to privacy. All right, so privacy, 2 areas we're going to touch here. The first one is going to be privacy choices. So when you click on that, 2 options that are unchecked by default. Unchecked meaning that they're allowing this to happen, or you're allowing this to happen. And if you don't have the mindset to go in here and disable these settings or check these boxes, these will be enabled by default. Let's go over to the first one. The first one is do not share/sell my information. So based on where you live, you may have the right to opt out of disclosure of this personal information for access cross-context behavior. Advertising, use your personal information for targeted ads or disclosure of personal information that laws consider to be a sale. To do so, please enable this setting. The setting will apply to Roku account. All right, so really a word salad, just mumbo jumbo. But long story short, you need to check that box that says do not sell or share my information. So we're going to check that. The next one is going to be limited use of sensitive information. So again, this is another one that just tucked back there guys. So limited use of sensitive information. Based on where you live, you will have the right to limit Roku's use and disclosure of your personal information that the law considers to be sensitive. To do so, please enable this setting. Again, even how they word it guys just makes you think, okay, am I not supposed to have this on? Am I supposed to have this checked? But trust me, you want to check those. So this is going to, of course, help just protect some of your information that's out there. Check these 2 boxes. So these 2 options being checked is going to prevent some of your information from being tracked from Roku. Next, we're going to go down to advertising. Now, advertising, there's one option that we're going to check, and this is personalized ads. Again, with personalized ads, you'll see ads tailored to you. This setting controls ads served by Roku access across your Roku devices and services. Your installed streaming channels will also be asked to honor the settings for ads that they serve. If this setting is not checked, you'll still see ads, but they'll be less relevant to you. So this one kind of a flip around. So it's saying that if the setting is not checked, you'll still see ads, but they'll be less relevant. So basically guys, with this one, you want to leave this one unchecked. And I think they do this just to confuse people. Some got to be checked, some got to be unchecked. But for this one specifically, you need to leave that unchecked like I have it here. And you'll see less ads that's tailored to you. So tip number 2 is going to be the Roku app. So the Roku app, for you guys that don't know or haven't used it, if you lose your remote or your batteries, your remote dies, your phone can control your Roku device. You can also access a lot more features in the application. And let's do a quick run through. So this is the Roku app official. Now it does give you the option to sign in, but you don't have to guys. When you first launch the app, it is going to look something like this. You click on devices. As you see, I have 1 device here. If you don't have the devices, you can go ahead and add it. All you need to do is make sure both your phone and the Roku device are on the same network. So we do have the home location where you can see the apps. The name of this Roku device is Jim, so you can see some of the apps that I can open. So let's say I wanted to open, let's do YouTube. Opens YouTube, which I don't have installed for whatever reason, but it will go ahead and open YouTube, and we'll just wait for this to install, and then I'll get out of it. But the main selling feature for this is the remote function. So in the middle, see there's an option for remote. If you click on it, it brings this guy up for your Roku device. So gives you a quick run through. You do have the microphone feature still. Let me go ahead and go home. So it gives you a quick run through. You still have the search option up top. You have a keyboard, so even if you wanted to search for something, all you have to do is click on there, and you do have that search option. You have the guide button. You do have navigation. This is pretty instant in my opinion. So you can see, press the home, it goes home immediately. So it works really well. But one of the cool things about this is that if you click the recent apps, you can see all the applications. You can launch your applications. But if you have your Bluetooth connected to this, you can also listen to your audio through your phone from the Roku application, which is pretty cool. So you can see that right there, headphone mode, where you can go ahead and connect your AirPods or whatever you have to your smartphone, and you'll be able to listen to whatever is on your Roku device. So again, this is one of the best additions in my opinion for Roku. This just makes the Roku experience a lot better. All right, so we already talked about privacy setting. We talked about the convenience, which is the Roku app. The third thing that we're going to talk about is just giving your device a facelift. This is going to make your device run as fast as it was when you first purchase it. Now this is going to clear cache across your device. It's not going to delete any accounts, not going to delete any settings, but it's going to clear that excess baggage that's no longer needed on your Roku. So I am going to use the remote app for this just to make it easier to visualize, but I will put something on the screen where you can go ahead and just see what I'm doing. So to clear cache, what you need to do is press the home button 5 times. Then you're going to press up once, rewind twice, and fast forward twice. Now once, if this is done correctly, and it took me a couple tries, it will clear the cache and temp files. Your Roku device, so if you're on a streaming stick like I am, or if you're on a TV, Roku device will freeze for a couple seconds, and then it will reboot. Some devices reboot once, some device reboot twice. So let's go ahead and we'll give it a shot, and let me know if this worked for you. I'm going to attempt to do it on the app. So what we're going to do first is we're going to hit the home button 5 times. We're going to hit up once, rewind twice, and fast forward twice. Let's give it a shot. All right, so I did it on the first try. You can see my Roku's kind of freaked out right now. I have no control over it. Just kind of locks right there in the sports section. And the first time I did this, I was kind of freaking out a little bit, like, okay, I just break my device. But eventually it should do a quick reboot. And then I noticed a lot faster scrolling through the menus, through the applications once it reboots. So there it is. Let's just give it a couple seconds. And like I said, this is my second time doing this. It did take me a couple tries the first time, but once you have those buttons memorized, you should be able to get it within the first 5 tries or so. Once you get this going, guys, this becomes fairly quick, very responsive. You can see I'm scrolling through, looks really good. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Did the clearing of the cache and dump files, access files on this, did you do this last option? And if you did, do you notice a difference? So that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.